Good evening and welcome to Art Keller Field in Kenosha, Wisconsin for tonight's matchup of women's soccer between the Carthage Firebirds and the Elmhurst Blue Jays. This is the last game of the season, or the regular season at least, for both teams, so we're thinking about the playoffs, which we'll be talking about throughout the night. And the last game of the season for 5 seniors on the Carthage squad, and just wanted to give a shout out to them right away. We did have our senior day a little bit earlier in the season, but this is very likely the last time that these 5 seniors will get a chance to play here on Art Keller Field. 5 seniors tonight: Sarah Fitzgibbon, Emma Oldani, Katie Talons, Yana Paputzis, and Veronica Walker. So 5 of those seniors, will be keeping an eye out for them tonight. Not sure if they'll get a start or not, because as I said, it's not officially senior night, but we'll be keeping an eye on them and talking a little bit about those seniors who very likely playing their last game here. Even if Carthage were to qualify for the conference tournament, it's very unlikely that they would have another game here at home during the season. Looking at the standings, there is a slight chance for Carthage to get into the conference tournament yet this season. Currently, Carthage sits 8th in the CCIW, and the top 6 teams get into the conference tournament. The 5 teams on the top have already qualified. That's North Central at the very top. They're the champs at 7-0 on the season. Wheaton is in 2nd, Augustana 3rd, Carroll 4th, and Milliken 5th. So there is that one spot that is still available in the CCIW women's tournament. Currently, Illinois Wesleyan, who have finished all of their games, are sitting on 7 points on the season, and Carthage is currently on 4 points. So if Carthage could win tonight, and North Park, which is between those 2 teams in 7th place, North Park is playing Carroll tonight in Chicago, a home match. So Carthage needs for North Park to not win tonight, I guess, in order to get into the tournament, and they need to take care of business here at Art Keller Field too. So if they could get a win tonight, they'd be tied with Illinois Wesleyan on points, and not sure exactly what the tiebreaker is for that 6th spot, but they would be even on points, assuming that North Park doesn't get the win, which would vault North Park over both squads going into the conference tournament and qualifying in 6th. So there is certainly something on the line tonight for Carthage, and of course they'd also just like to have a good end to the season and get a win. These 2 teams come in here, neither one of them has a win so far in the conference this season. Elmhurst so far is 0-6-1 on the conference season, and Carthage is 0-3-4. Overall, Carthage 2-7-6, and Elmhurst is at 6-8-3. So it's been a little bit of a tough season for both squads. Still looking for that first conference win, so we'll hope tonight that at least we get a winner from one of the 2 teams, and we have a first conference win for whoever is on top here this evening. A couple of players to look for, especially on the Elmhurst team. Kelly Coughlin, number 23, is their leading goal scorer. She has 9 goals so far on the season, and she is 5th in the CCIW in goal scoring. And she also has 3 game-winning goals on the season as well. Not in the conference, but overall. Camila Rubio is another player to watch. Gianna Impietrice, also they are 2nd and 3rd, respectively, on the team. Rubio with 5 and Impietrice with 4. So those players are players to watch for from the Elmhurst squad. From the Carthage squad, Leah Martin and Amelia Price are the leading goal scorers so far this season. So there you can see the 2 teams coming on the field. It's a beautiful night here for soccer, dry, which has not been the case too much lately in the season. So I'll turn it over to the PA announcer for our opening announcements and the starting lineups. We'll be right back.
Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Blue Jays. Number 4, Natalie Workman. Number 6, Olivia Trevidi. Number 7, Kendall Freischlag. Number 10, Camilla Rubio. Number 11, Ellie Muscarillo. Number 12, Courtney Conlon. Number 14, Kirsten Anderson. Number 15, Celeste Chapa. Number 16, Angie Lopez. Number 23, Kelly Coughlin. The goalie is number 1, Megan Cleve. The head coach of the Blue Jays is Susie McCurry Foster. They are assisted by Cesar Gomez, Luke Weaver, and Kaisa Monson. And now the starting lineup for your Carthage Firebirds. A sophomore, number 2, Bea Sanchez Flores. A senior, number 5, Emma Oldani. A junior, number 6, Lisa Traxel. A senior, number 12, Katie Talens. A sophomore, number 17, Kendall Henley. A junior, number 18, Faith Roberts. A junior, number 21, Leah Martin. A freshman, number 23, Peyton Olinsky. A junior, number 25, Stephanie Mitchell. A junior, number 26, Addie Saranis. And in goal for the Firebirds, a sophomore, number 1, Ainsley Stallworth. The head coach of Carthage is Ian Wilson. He is assisted by Kira Coleman. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please rise to the table, remove your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
If I'm crazy, I'm on my own. If I'm waiting, it's on my throne. If I sound lazy, just ignore my tone. Cause I'm always gonna answer when you call my phone. Like, what's up, danger? Like, what's up, danger? Can't stop me now. I said I got you now. I'm right here at your door. I won't leave. I want more. What's up, danger? Yeah, what's up, danger? Can't stop me now. Yeah. I said I got you now. Come on, what's up, danger? Come on, say what's up, danger?
So we get a look at the hype video there for the women's team. Those hype videos are very nice to see. And we have heard the starting lineups now from both squads. And Carthage squad is a pretty typical starting lineup for Coach Wilson. It isn't too many changes from what he's been doing most of the season. 2 seniors get the start tonight. I mentioned that there are 5 seniors on the squad. 2 of those get a start. Emma Oldani will start in midfield. She's a senior from St. Louis, Missouri. And also Katie Talens is a senior as well. She's from Des Plaines, Illinois, Elk Grove High School. So those 2 seniors get the start. One new starter that's added to the mix this game is Peyton Olinsky. Peyton is a freshman from Bloomingdale, Illinois, and she is getting a start. And I'm not sure she's had any so far this year, but it's a new one, at least from Saturday's game. A little bit of a change in the lineup there. So a pretty familiar lineup, though, beyond that, and we'll kind of see as they start to take their positions exactly where each of the players will be playing. But typically it's a pretty standard lineup for Coach Wilson. As I mentioned, neither of these teams has a win so far in their CCIW season so far. Carthage is coming off of a draw. They drew on Saturday to Milliken. That was a 0-0 draw, so that's their most recent result. Elmhurst's most recent result, they had a win against non-conference Concordia, 1-0 on Saturday as well. Oh, might have been on Sunday, actually. And we are underway now. As you can see, Carthage is in the white uniforms with red socks, white shirts, white shorts, red socks. They'll be going from north to south or from right to left on your screen. Elmhurst is in the blue shorts with the blue and white tops, blue socks, and they'll be traveling south to north or left to right on the screen in front of you. So Carthage has it now on the far side. Into midfield. That's Faith Roberts there in midfield, playing at the back. That's Leah Martin in one of the center back positions. And the other one is Addie Serenas. Lisa Traxel is out here on the left wing back position, or the left back position. And it looks like Stephanie Mitchell is in the right back position. So that's how they're lining up across the back so far. It looks like number 23, Peyton Olinsky, who I mentioned, is starting in a striker role. So the freshman gets a start up front. She is in the furthest forward position currently. Katie Talons is kind of out on the right-hand side, it looks like. Kendall Henley looks like is kind of on the left side here, at least initially. There she is on the ball. It's taken off at an Elmhurst coming back the other direction now. So there you see Olinsky giving chase. It's out to that far side for Elmhurst. Olivia Trevidi. She's moving up the pitch. Tries to go down into that corner. Might be a little bit too far for anybody to pick up there, and it is. So Ainsley Stallworth, the sophomore keeper for Carthage, will go over and pick that ball up and get us ready for a goal kick here to start from the Carthage 6-yard box. She plays it immediately over to her left. They try to go up this left-hand side, but with no luck, that's turned back by Elmhurst. But Lisa Traxel will have a throw in on this side of the field. Play into the center now. I mentioned the top scorer for Elmhurst is number 23. That's Kelly Coughlin. And here goes Carthage. Played back. Bea Sanchez Flores tries to find a... Well, there, nice. Emma Oldani has it. And a shot. And it's wide. But that's encouraging for Carthage. It looks like there was a deflection there, so that'll be a corner kick rather than a goal kick. Emma Oldani taking up a nice position, and Bea Sanchez Flores finding her with a nice pass there through the middle. Oldani, as I mentioned, one of the seniors. Emma's from St. Louis, Missouri, Parkway North High School. Playing her final game, very likely, at Art Keller Field. There's the corner. Into the center. Bounces around there. Faith Roberts has it. She tries to knock it back in, but it does get cleared. There's Faith again with the ball. But that one is cleared out by Elmhurst. That's number 4, Natalie Workman, who is playing furthest forward at the moment for Elmhurst. And it looks like number 10, Camila Rubio, is right there behind her. 23, Kelly Coughlin, is playing over on this right-hand side. So they try to play it forward there to Workman, but it does go too far into Stallworth's arms. Ainsley Stallworth has had a real good season so far. She's played 1,100 minutes so far this season. Her save percentage is .795. She's averaging 1.3 goals against per game. Really, for Carthage, the problem has not been giving up too many goals. It's been scoring enough goals. That's really been the big struggle for the Carthage squad this season. So far, they only have 9 goals on the season. So tough to win too many games when you're only scoring 9 total on the entire season. That makes it fairly difficult to win. And so that's something I'm sure Coach Wilson will be working on with the players and hopefully into next season as well. By contrast, Elmhurst, for example, has 27 goals on the season. So they've got 3 times the number of goals that Carthage does. They just had a hard time finding the back of the net, really. So that might be part of the reason why Peyton Olinsky is getting a start up front. Try to get a little bit of a different look up there and see if Carthage can find the back of the net here tonight. It was a frustrating 0-0 draw the other night, and a real contrast to the men's game. The two teams played, the same two teams, Milliken and Carthage, played in a men's game after the women's game. They scored 9 goals in that one contest. It was a 9-5 victory for Carthage. So they had a lot of offensive firepower. We'll see if the women's team maybe can take some inspiration from that and hopefully get on the scoreboard here tonight. There's a foul against Elmhurst. So Carthage will have a free kick. Addie Serenas is lining it up. And Carthage has taken up positions far down the field. She goes to the right-hand side here. Stephanie Mitchell, who's playing over there at the right back position. There she is on the ball. She plays it all the way back to Leah Martin. Leah goes left-footed up field. That's Lisa Traxel now. She makes a nice play in there to Olinsky. That ball goes out of bounds, and it will be a throw. Nice play at the back by Martin. She's had a real strong season as well. Played in a couple of different positions, I think, throughout the season, so a very versatile player as well. Though tried to sneak a little ball through there. That was Bea Sanchez-Flores again, trying to get Peyton Olinsky free behind the Elmhurst defense, but it did end up caroming off the defender and into the arms of the Elmhurst keeper. Carthage cycling it around here, trying to find a way upfield. Tried to go straight up the middle that time, but it didn't quite make it. It comes all the way back to Leah Martin, but she does head it out again. Now Elmhurst putting some pressure on. There's a shot and a save. That was Camila Rubio who had that shot, number 10. Camila is a junior from Guatemala, Guatemala City. There's a ball upfield. Natalie Workman tries to play it out to her teammate, but it does end up going out of bounds, although off of a Carthage player, and it will be a throw in on that far side for Elmhurst. Stephanie Mitchell handles it back there, and she gets it back to Addie Serenas, who goes all the way back to Stallworth. She'll have to play this with her feet since it was passed with the feet. Kendall Henley with a really nice touch there to get it around her defender. She plays it upfield to Olinsky. She plays it up to Katie Talons, who is fouled. It was a foul. Oh, I guess it was offside, I guess, not a foul. So I guess Katie Talons was just a step or two offside there, but it's a nice play by Kendall Henley on this near side to take it on her chest and go right around her opposite mark. So far Carthage looking encouraging and certainly trying to find ways forward, and so far have had a few opportunities. Haven't had a shot on goal yet, but they are threatening one. There's a shot from distance. That was from Camila Rubio, and there was a deflection there, I guess, somewhere along the way. And so that'll be a corner kick for Elmhurst. This will be their first corner of the season. Of the night. I'm sure it's not their first corner of the season, but their first of the evening. They take it short. There's Kelly Coughlin. She takes a shot. Ooh, left-footed shot from inside the box. That was dangerously close to the crossbar there, but it did end up skimming over the top of the net. So Carthage fans and players breathe a sigh of relief after that one. Coughlin certainly one to watch there. That was a pretty strong, I believe, a shot with her left foot. So That's certainly something to keep an eye on for the Carthage defense. As I mentioned, she has 9 goals already on the season, which is a real strong output. There's a weak shot in, so that one's off target. Elmhurst now officially with 4 shots and 3 shots on goal. Carthage with 2 shots, but none on goal as of yet. This is picked off by Elmhurst. And a lob in from distance. Stallworth, though, has no trouble collecting that, just on the edge of her 6-yard box, and she trots it out towards the 18-yard box. Gives it off to Serenas, who moves it upfield. But it comes immediately back. Elmhurst has been picking up those loose balls in midfield and bringing them back. Ellie Muscarello now. She is fouled there on the play. It was kind of going right into the Carthage defense, but there was a foul just on the continuation of that original play. And so Elmhurst takes it fairly quickly here, takes it short rather than trying to get it into the box. There's a shot from distance, and I think it kind of took some kind of a deflection on the way through there. Ainsley Stallworth looked like she didn't have a good look at it until it got pretty close to the goal. And so rather than take any kind of a chance with it, she just sort of knocked it out of bounds there next to the goal. And so that'll be a second corner kick for Elmhurst on the far side of the field. There's that corner kick. Comes right into the center, bounces around a little bit there. Cleared away, though. Lisa Traxel was the standing on the post there, ready for that ball, and was able to clear it harmlessly away. Celeste Chapa takes the throw in there. And there's Coughlin, who goes crossfield to Trevidi. Nice ball in there. Goes all the way to the byline, but it does go just out of bounds. Boy, that was a nice through ball. Just had a little bit too much mustard on it and went over the end line. Stallworth plays it out to the right this time. All the way over there, Stephanie Mitchell has it. She comes back across. To Martin, who tries to clear it out, but it is again intercepted. Seems to be becoming a pattern here early on. Elmhurst is picking that ball off in midfield, but now Carthage has a little run. Nice play defensively there. That was number 12, Courtney Conlon. She's a freshman from St. Louis also. Made a nice play coming across there. Now she has the ball trying to find a player in field. It does end up in Carthage's hands, though, and they'll try to go back the other direction now. That's Peyton Olinsky. She loses out there to the Elmhurst defender. And now it comes all the way back to midfield. Rubio has it there. She plays it across field, nicely done. There's Coughlin. Coughlin goes around a defender. She's lining up a shot, which she takes. It's blocked there by Martin, though, and Martin clears that ball. Nice defensive play, 2 in a row there. And there's a shot from distance, and that one sails over the net. So Elmhurst putting a little bit of pressure on the Firebirds here early on in the first half. Carthage has not had much possession in the Elmhurst half, and most often what's happened is that Elmhurst has picked the ball up in these kind of positions in midfield and brought it right back towards the Carthage goal. A lot of traffic in one direction currently. Carthage needs to string a few passes together here and try to find something through the midfield and going forward. There's another interception there, though, but Carthage gets it back. This one goes all the way back to Leah Martin. She plays it up to Kendall Henley. Nice play to Sanchez Flores, but she loses out there right in the center circle. Now that's Emma Oldani, I think, that has it over there, right? That ball's knocked out of bounds, but that will be a Carthage throw. Stephanie Mitchell getting ready to take that on the Just in front of the bench, there's Stephanie. She plays it in and now lofts it into the box. Bouncing around there a little bit. The keeper didn't come out to take it. Was kind of right on the edge of the box, so it was a bit of a judgment call there for the keeper as to whether she ought to come for that ball or not. So as I mentioned, Carthage is kind of scoreboard watching a little bit tonight, looking at least one other game that's taking place. But if they don't win tonight, it's all a bit of a moot point. So their most important thing is just there's a shot from distance. That was Bea Sanchez-Flores, I think, who took that. But it was from quite a distance, probably 25 yards or so, and did go wide. So Carthage needs to win tonight to have any chance of getting into that conference tournament. So they really got to take care of business here. If they do win, then they're waiting on the result of the North Park Carroll game. And then hoping that if they can get that victory, that they'll have the tiebreaker over Illinois Wesleyan and that North Park does not get the win tonight. Lisa Traxel now. Sanchez-Flores back to Traxel. She finds a little space. Tried to play to Olinsky, who tried to play it back to Sanchez-Flores, but she hadn't made that run. Leah Martin plays it up to Traxel. Nice move there to get upfield. She splits the defenders, but it is taken away eventually. That's Celeste Chapa. The ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be a Carthage throw. Traxel, Lisa Traxel lining that up. So as we said, there were two seniors starting for Carthage tonight, Old Donnie and Talons. So Coach Wilson has to have good feelings, I would think, about next season. He'll have a more seasoned squad. That one goes off of the Elmhurst player and out of bounds, so that'll be a Carthage corner down in that far corner on the far side. Be Carthage's second corner of the evening. Lisa Traxel trots over there to take it. Carthage has about 6 players in the box, exactly 6 players in the box. Goes a little bit long for those 6 players. It's played back to Leah Martin, or I think that was Faith Roberts, sorry. She plays it across. Peyton Olinsky in there chasing it. Can't quite get a hold of it, though. Comes back to Mitchell. She looks back. There's Faith Roberts back to Serenas, back all the way to Leah Martin. She tries to find Serenas on the right side, but it gets over her foot and out of bounds. So that'll be Elmhurst ball on that side. Sanchez-Flores now. She has it again. Ball's out of bounds, but that'll be a Carthage throw. Right at midfield. Stephanie Mitchell has it. She'll be throwing that ball in. It's Kendall Henley who's over on that right-hand side now. She was on the left a little bit earlier, so she's been moved over to that right-hand side, it looks like. Here comes Peyton Olinsky. There's Henley. Tried to go to the outside, but that right back had not made a run there. I think Kendall Henley is a sophomore. She's from Downers Grove, Illinois. I think I was calling her a freshman earlier in the season. I think maybe either I made a mistake or the roster was wrong. Either one possible, probably me. In any case, she is a sophomore. She's been really one of the standout players, I would say, on the season so far. She's got great skills and to see her develop in the next few years into one of Carthage's top players, I would imagine. The men had their senior night on Saturday. They had 15 graduating seniors on that men's squad, so pretty incredible group, and they had a great game for their last game at Art Keller Field, at 9-5 win over Milliken, including a hat trick by Mickey Riley, who I saw was the CCIW Player of the Week this week for men's soccer, so congratulations to Mickey. He's had another great season for his senior year. But the women's team is a little bit younger, just the 5 seniors graduating, and as I mentioned, 2 of the starters tonight graduating, but other players who have contributed significant minutes as well. Sarah Fitzgibbon, Yana Papoutsis, Veronica Walker have all been important players for Carthage over their career as well, even though they're not starting this evening. So now Elmhurst will have a free throw in here, on the near side, just underneath the position here. Coughlin loses it there. Sanchez Flores with a nice ball. Peyton Alinsky, she has a little bit of space there, maybe to run. She crosses the field and tries to find a ball. Kendall Henley was running there and just almost got to it, but a good defensive play. Katie Talons now finds Emma Oldani right in the center of midfield. Lisa Traxel has it on this side now. She'll try to go up that left-hand side. She finds a little bit of space there. She rolls it into Katie Talons' path. Talons has it down in the corner. She tries to cross it, but it ends up going over the end line and out. So we're just about 20 seconds or so from the midway point of this first half. We've played 22 and change, and we have about 23 minutes left. Spider duty here, hanging from the ceiling. All right. Those of you who maybe listened to these broadcasts in the past know that spiders are a major problem here. We're so close to Lake Michigan, and this field really attracts spiders. This booth really attracts spiders. So one hanging just above my head here. Sorry about that. A little distracted. But now we're back to action. Elmhurst now moving into the Carthage zone just outside the box. They cycle it back. That's number 12, Courtney Conlin, with a long distance shot. But it takes about 2 bounces and into the hands of Ainsley Stallworth, who picks it up confidently and looks downfield. She waves her defenders forward. Not going to play it out from the back this time. Going to go long, which she does. Basically no wind here tonight. The conditions are pretty much perfect for soccer. It was right around 60 degrees here today. Again, it was currently at 62 degrees, or that's at least the forecast. So a pretty nice night considering it's late October in Wisconsin. 60 degrees and no rain is something that I think these players will be happy to see, as will the fans who are in attendance here tonight. Little ball out front there, kind of tricky. Leah Martin picks it up, though, easily. Trying to find a way out, but that ball does go out of bounds. So Kirsten Anderson, pardon me, will take that throw in. She goes crossfield. Natalie Workman picks it up there. She tries to go crossfield again, but it's intercepted there by Oldani, who plays it forward to Talons. That ball goes all the way forward again. Elmhurst seems to be not shy about directing that ball goalward. They've been taking a lot of shots towards the Carthage net. Nothing that's been too threatening. There was the one shot from Coughlin that kind of whizzed right over the crossbar. But other than that, most of their shots have been from pretty long distance. It says statistically on the official score sheet that they've got 5 shots on goal, but Of those 5 shots on goal, none of them has been particularly troubling to Stallworth in the net. She's had all those covered. So here you see a couple of substitutions. Maggie Thome comes in for Katie Talons. For Carthage. And Olivia Rivera comes in for Bea Sanchez Flores. So Rivera and Thome coming in. That's a pretty typical substitution pattern for Coach Wilson. Maggie Thome is a junior from Rochester, Minnesota, Rochester Lords High School. Olivia Rivera is a sophomore from Lockport, Illinois. She went to Lockport Township High School. There's a shot across the front of the net, and it's picked up by the keeper. Not sure if that'll be an official shot or not. It was kind of more of a cross that ended up in the keeper's hands, but we'll see how it's officially scored. Carthage still without a shot on goal officially, according to the statistics. There's Coughlin. She goes to the middle. Trevetti goes far side. Trying to play that into the center, and it comes all the way through to Ainsley Stallworth. Good communication there between the goalkeeper and the defense. Stallworth gave a call, and Leah Martin left it for her to play downfield. See if they can get something out of one of these long kicks. Ball's in the center circle now. Now it's out here on this right-hand side. There goes Coughlin. She takes a run through midfield, passes it across. Rubio goes to the left-hand side now. Comes back to Rubio. And that's an interception by Carthage. So now they'll have a chance to run a little bit here. Here's Kendall Hennelly. She'll turn on the Jets. She tries to cross it early, but it ends up getting stopped there. Hennelly goes back in to try to clean up that mistake, but it ends up going upfield. Serenas, though, makes a nice step there to get to the ball, although it does eventually get past her, so we'll see. She hustles back into position there. Lisa Traxel with a nice defensive play and receives that ball again now. Faith Roberts. Olivia Rivera plays it out wide for Traxel. And Faith Roberts goes crossfield. See if they can go that other direction potentially. Serenas now all the way at the back, and she'll play it back to Stallworth. So Carthage with a little bit of possession here in the last 5 minutes or so, trying to get a hold of the ball and move it upfield. Leah Martin now. Maggie Thome, who's playing up front now, and she's in kind of a left wing position. So it's kind of Thome, Olinsky, and Hennelly across the front now for Carthage. The defense is unchanged, and we have a few changes in midfield. There's Olivia Rivera. Peyton Olinsky now trying to find an outlet. There's Thome. Tries to turn her defender. Olivia Rivera tried to pick it up there in midfield, but it did get around her. Upfield now. Carthage plays it calmly at the back. Nicely done to get it clear there. Now they're trying to move it from that right back. Nicely done into midfield. There's Olivia Rivera. She turns it. She goes upfield, but kind of between the two Carthage players and right into the arms of the Carthage keeper. So a possibility there, although the defenders kind of split and ended up covering the two players that were on the attack with her there. So she didn't have much of an option in terms of where to go with that ball. Oldani goes back to Mitchell. That ball's intercepted on the far side. That's Celeste Chapa. And now we have another substitution. Emma Oldani goes off. Sarah Fitzgibbon comes on. Fitzgibbon is one of those seniors I was mentioning earlier. Sarah is a senior from Lombard, Illinois. Willowbrook High School. Here comes Carthage now. Knocked off the ball there. Maggie Thome battling for it, but she isn't able to get that one. Lisa Traxel with a nice play though. Faith Roberts finds Fitzgibbon, who's playing in the center of midfield. She's slightly advanced at Faith Roberts. There's Faith with the ball now. She loses out though. Stolen by Elmhurst, but Roberts comes back to make a nice play to get it back, but now Elmhurst trying to go past the Carthage defense, but Stallworth is there to pick it up. Michelle Cuervo, number 18, is now playing one of the forward positions. She's a freshman from Newburgh, New York. She's playing kind of an attacking midfield position right now for Elmhurst. Ball right at the middle of the field right now. Both teams trying to get a hold of it. Carthage does end up with it. There's Fitzgibbon. She tried to play a long pass, but it's intercepted. Courtney Conlon plays it off to her left. They try to go downfield, but it's intercepted there. There's an errant pass. Kelly Coughlin now. She steps across, trying to find a shot, but good defensive play there by Carthage. There was a bad pass that ended up going right to Coughlin, but she wasn't able to get a shot off because of good defense by Carthage. There's a foul inside the box, but that was a foul on Elmhurst. Leah Martin was fouled by the Elmhurst player. That one probably was a little bit painful. Michelle Cuervo with the foul. Now Mitchell has it. Trying to find Henley, but it does go out of bounds. There's another substitution for Elmbrook. Natalie Workman, it looks like, is going off. Now Lisa Traxel has it on the left-hand side. She plays it upfield to Maggie Thome. Faith Roberts plays it through the middle. Peyton Olinsky tried to get on it there. Can't quite do it. Comes all the way back to Faith Roberts. She hustles there to pick it up in midfield. Doing a good job there at the base of midfield, taking care of her defenders and organizing things at the back. Maggie Thome now has it. She'll try to go around her defender. Some nice long strides and almost able to get around, but the defender has to dive for it. That's Kirsten Anderson. Kirsten is a senior. She's from Canton, Michigan. She made a nice defensive play there to stop that run from Maggie Thome. Here's Maggie again. She goes centrally, tries to play it back. And now Stephanie Mitchell has it on that far right-hand side of the field. She tries to go upfield, but it does go out of bounds. So that'll be an Elmhurst throw on the far side in their own zone. Carthage picks that up in midfield. They've done a better job, I think, in midfield holding onto that ball and not letting Elmhurst get as much possession in the final third as they had kind of in the first 10 minutes or so of the game, maybe the first 10 or 15 minutes. A bit of a dangerous pass there, but it does end up not hurting Carthage. And Stephanie Mitchell makes a nice move there to get away from her defender. Trying to go cross field. But here's Kelly Coughlin now. She plays it out. Mitchell with a nice interception. Gets back, makes another interception. Nice 2 plays in a row there by Stephanie Mitchell. Peyton Olinsky and Olivia Rivera try to get something cooking there in midfield. Not able to do it. Ellie Muscarello now with a long ball, and Ainsley Stallworth, alert to the danger, comes out to the edge of her box and collects it for Carthage. We're under 10 minutes to play now, about 9.5 to go here in the first half. Still no score from Kenosha. Elmhurst with 5 shots on goal. Carthage yet to register a shot on goal. That's been an issue all season. Getting shots and goals has been a challenge. Kelly Coughlin now. She heads it into the Carthage area. The cross. But it's knocked out of bounds. Leah Martin was there. She played it over the end line, so that'll be a corner for Elmhurst. This will be their 3rd corner of the evening. They played another one from the same position short, so we'll see if they do that again. Coughlin is there. There she is on the ball. She crosses it. Nice cross. And a header just a little bit misdirected, but that was, again, a really nice cross. Kelly Coughlin has a nice left foot, that's for sure. She's a freshman from Bolingbrook, Illinois. And she'll be one to watch, certainly in years to come for Elmhurst. She's got some skills for a freshman. Be expecting to see more of her in the years to come. Maggie Thome, nice play there. She played upfield, maybe? Yes, she does. Jess Beamer now. Oh, she tried to get a shot off. Jess Beamer has come into the game. Caitlin Chope also has come into the game for Carthage. So Jess Beamer, number 10. Caitlin Chope, number 9. Caitlin's a freshman from Plainfield. Jess Beamer is a sophomore from Schaumburg. Those 2 players have entered the fray. Rivera goes long. Fitzgibbon with a nice header there upfield. Caitlin Chope is now playing on the right-hand side of that front 3. Jess Beamer's in the center. And Maggie Thome is on the left. So Coach Wilson has changed up all 3 of those front players now. And now he's got Thome on the left, Beamer in the middle, and Chope on the right. All 3 of those players have been used on offense quite a bit already this season. Some of the younger players that Coach Wilson has been trying out, some of those forward positions, trying to get something going towards the goal. It's been a challenge all year. Nice play there by Olivia Rivera. Maggie Thome plays it back effectively. Traxel goes way upfield, nicely done. Olivia Rivera was there. She couldn't quite take that ball in her stride. She had to sort of turn for it and ended up going off the Elmhurst player who played it out of bounds though. So just about 6 minutes left to play here, and Carthage will have a throw in the Elmhurst zone. Lisa Traxel takes it. Goes right back to her, so she'll take it again. Those of you unfamiliar for the Carthage field, we do play on the yellow lines here at Art Keller. Long shot there, Lisa Traxel. Good effort. But the goalkeeper, number 1, Megan Cleave, takes that ball and kicks it upfield. There's a long ball into the Carthage box, bounces high, bounces twice. Stallworth picks it up, no problem. Comes out to Leah Martin on this near side. Sarah Fitzgibbon now, right in the middle of the field. Played back to Addie Serenas. Trying to find a way forward. Caitlin Chope tried to find a way to turn it there, but couldn't. Elmhurst now has it. Kelly Coughlin now. Plays it centrally, but nice play there. Let's see if, ooh, almost Jess Beamer was right there on top of it with only one defender back. So that might be something that Carthage can look for, some kind of a little breakaway play. There's a shot from distance, but Ainsley Stallworth hauls it in. I think that was Michelle Cuervo, number 18, who took that shot. Michelle is a freshman from Newburgh, New York, which I mentioned, I think, already. Most of the players, obviously, in the CCIW tend to come from neighboring states, from Wisconsin, Illinois. But occasionally we get players from further afield and some international players. Just noticing on Elmhurst roster, they've got a player from Greece, player from Norway, player from Sweden, a player from Guatemala. So they have quite an international roster. That's true of a lot of teams now in the CCIW, some more than others. Some do a lot of recruiting in Scandinavia or other parts of Europe. Here comes Elmhurst now into the Carthage zone. That's Kendall Freischlag. Ball goes out of bounds, but it will be a throw. Kirsten Anderson getting ready to take that throw. Takes it upfield. Kelly Coughlin now, nice move there. Goes across, tries to pass it this time with the left foot. Sarah Fitzgibbon was there, even though she's a midfielder, playing some defense. There's a foul. Not sure how that's a foul on the Carthage player, but apparently that's what the referee saw. She went down pretty hard. I'm not sure what the ref saw there. Carthage setting up a wall now for this free kick. Referee asking him to take a couple of steps back. Courtney Conlon takes that free kick. It goes into the box. Almost getting a hold of that was Michelle Cuervo. She took a swing at it with the right foot, but just couldn't quite get the timing right. And Carthage is able to clear. Now it goes back into the box. There's Cuervo again. Serenas, though, with a nice block there, so it never made it all the way through to the goal. Now Elmhurst is rushing back to try to get a hold of that one, which they do. 2 minutes to play now here in the first half. See if either team can get an opportunity here at the end. Maggie Thome with a nice play. Jess Beamer now, she tried to take a shot from distance. It ends up going towards the corner. Caitlin Chope is rushing out there. She'll get to that ball. Try to bring it back. Stephanie Mitchell tries to play it into the center. It's a very high arcing ball. Maggie Thome gets a head on it, but she kind of had a looping header there. But it ends up in the hands of Megan Cleve, the goalkeeper, the freshman from Arlington Heights. She takes it downfield. Both teams trying to fashion some kind of an opportunity here. Statistically speaking, Elmhurst has had the best of it so far.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. You heard there the PA announcer. Elmhurst has 12 shots to Carthage's 5, 7 on goal. Carthage only 1. As I mentioned, not a lot of close-in opportunities. Most of the Elmhurst opportunities have been from a pretty good distance. So I think Coach Wilson will be generally happy with his squad's play so far this game. But of course, they do need to find a goal somehow. They've got to get a win tonight if they want to play beyond this evening. There's another shot from distance. Stallworth is on the scene though, no problem. She dribbles it once and boots it downfield. choke, though. 10 seconds to go. Can she get one more opportunity? She won't. It goes out of bounds on the far side. So that is the end of the first half here from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Art Keller Field.
Firebird 0, Blue Jays 0.
You heard it from the PA announcer. The score here tonight is Carthage 0, Elmhurst 0. We'll be right back after this halftime break. And welcome back to Art Keller Field in Kenosha. We just got about 2 minutes to go here in the half. Our score so far, as you can see, is 0-0 at Art Keller Field in Kenosha between the Elmhurst Blue Jays and the Carthage Firebirds. No score so far on the evening. We do have the halftime stats in now, and you can see those on the screen now. As you can see, nobody's scored, but it has been an interesting game in terms of shots on goal. So far, Elmhurst with 13 total shots, with 8 of those being on goal. Carthage with 7 shots, 2 on goal. Not a lot of really strong efforts in the half. Most of those efforts, particularly from Elmhurst, were pretty long distance shots. They had a couple that were a little bit closer in, but most of them seems like they're taking a lot of shots from distance. You can see there Elmhurst leading Carthage in corners 3-2, and Carthage with 8 saves on the night. Also, in terms of possession totals, interestingly, even though Carthage is down in terms of the total number of shots on goal, they did have 60% of the possession in that first half, so they had 60% to Elmhurst 40%, so 60-40 Carthage did lead in terms of overall possession, but in terms of where that possession was, in terms of the attacking direction, Carthage only had 16% in that final quarter of the field, or in the kind of danger zone down there in front of the Elmhurst goal. So of that percentage, 60% of overall possession that they had, only about 16% was in that offensive zone, and about 60% was in midfield. On the other hand, Elmhurst's possession was much more in an attacking zone. They had 32% of their possession in that final quarter of the field, or in that attacking area. So they had twice as much possession in of their 40%, 32% of it was in the attacking zone. So Elmhurst probably had the lion's share of opportunities, and you can see the lion's share of shots during the game, but Carthage had more possession overall, 60-40. So that's certainly a little bit encouraging for Carthage. And as I mentioned, we are kind of looking at some results from other teams tonight too, to kind of keep an eye on whether or not Carthage can make that final conference tournament. It's going to be interesting to see whether they'll be able to do that or not. Kind of keeping track a little bit of that Carroll and North Park game that's going on right now in Chicago, and so far Carroll has a lead 2-0. So that actually is a good thing for Carthage in terms of their overall position on the season. As I mentioned, if North Park wins tonight and beats Carroll, then they would take that 6th position in the conference and automatically get that bid into that CCIW tournament. So things are going Carthage's way there. That's almost halftime. It looks like there maybe is halftime, and Carroll is ahead 2-0 in Chicago over North Park. So that's a positive result. Carthage still looking to get that goal, trying to get that win tonight. As I mentioned, they do have to win tonight if they want to play beyond tonight. So this is the final half of the season if Carthage can't get that win. And so that certainly should give them some extra motivation here tonight. In terms of who's out there on the field, we'll kind of see what the coach has gone with. It looks like he's gone primarily back to his starting lineup. You see Katie Talons up front again. She's come back into the game. Peyton Olinsky, who started in the center striker position there, you see here on the ball. So she's back in. Bea Sanchez Flores is back in, along with Talons and Olinsky, and there's Kendall Hennelly, who's playing on the left-hand side of that front three. Just behind them then is Bea Sanchez Flores and Emma Oldani, who's playing on this right-hand side. Stephanie Mitchell and Lisa Traxel are in the 2 fullback positions, and the 2 center backs, Addie Serenas and Leah Martin. So those are unchanged. So it's the starting lineup that's back in there. Here's Katie Talons now with a little rush towards the goal. She gets a shot off, but it is saved at the near post. Megan Cleave. Carthage drops back now to try to field that long kick. And here's Kelly Coughlin. She's kind of the star for Elmhurst, I would say. Deanna Imperatrice. Tricky. Okay, Katie Talent's now coming back the other direction. Sorry, I was trying to look at the pronunciation guide there. Now Emma Oldani, she plays it forward. Peyton Olinsky tried to get on that ball, but it ends up coming back the other direction, but only as far as Faith Roberts. Now Katie Talons tries to go cross field, but it gets up in the grips of Elmhurst, but now Carthage wins it back. Not a change of possession here, not much sustained possession so far. Katie Talons, though, pulls it in on this near sideline. She pulls it back, goes forward nicely to Oldani, and see if she can get it going forward here. Peyton Olinsky tries to go back to Oldani. Can she get to that ball? It's just a little bit beyond her reach there and goes over the goal line. And that will be a free kick for Carthage. Just saw on the statistics sheet, Kyle Trimble is the center referee tonight. I know Kyle from my refereeing days up in Milwaukee. He's a very experienced referee. He's done a nice job tonight. I know he's reffed in all kinds of levels. He does a lot of professional soccer, Milwaukee Wave, and I think he's done some MLS. He does a lot of college games too. There's a centering pass, but it did go over the end line before it was centered. But Carthage looking good, getting a little bit of traction down in the Elmhurst end. It's already looking a little better than it did in the first half. Now Elmhurst has it in the center circle. Nice interception there. Stephanie Mitchell plays it to Katie Talons, who makes a nice little run. She's trying to find Olinsky. Olinsky not able to keep it in, though, so that'll be a throw for Elmhurst. Elmhurst knocks it out of bounds, so Stephanie Mitchell will throw it back inbounds. Trying to go back to Talons, but a little bit too much on that one. So as we said earlier, Carthage needing a win tonight to have any chance of qualifying for that postseason CCIW tournament. Something I'm sure they would love to play at least one more game this season, but it's not entirely in their hands, but so far things are breaking their direction. The men's team has qualified for the CCIW tournament. They're just playing tonight for seeding, trying to improve their seed. They're currently the 6th seed in the CCIW, and they're trying to move up with a win tonight. They're at Elmhurst, so playing the same Blue Jays squad, but the reverse fixture. Checked it at halftime, and it wasn't quite halftime there yet. Checked it. I think they must have started a little bit later. They're currently about 30 minutes into that game with no score. Do have a couple more broadcasts coming up here. Football, as they mentioned, playing on Saturday here at home. They're in the next 2 Saturdays, in fact. I believe there's a swimming and West on Saturday as well. So even though the soccer season ends, Carthage Athletic marches on. Here's a ball trying to find Olinsky. Nice ball there by Henley, trying to head it through the defense. Faith Roberts finds Olinsky. She makes a nice little touch there. Ooh, the final defender for Elmhurst is able to knock that away. Carthage looking lively, though. There's Faith Roberts now. She leaves it a little bit short for Leah Martin, so it is picked up by Elmhurst. They'll cross it, but it does end up going behind harmlessly for a goal kick. So I mentioned some of those seniors that are playing tonight. 5 seniors for Carthage that are graduating. It may well be their last game here. Emma Oldani is one of the seniors on the pitch now. Emma is from St. Louis, as I mentioned, Parkway North High School. Emma's an athletic training major. And the other senior who's on the pitch currently is Katie Tallons. Katie's a senior from Des Plaines, Illinois, Elk Grove High School. Katie's a biology major. So those two are the 2 senior starters. In addition to Sarah Fitzgibbon, Yana Paputzis, and Veronica Walker. The other seniors graduating after this season. But a lot of the Carthage core will be back for another season under Coach Wilson. But we still have some to play in this season, so I don't want to get ahead of us here. There's a shot from distance. It's fumbled by the keeper, but brought under control eventually. That was a long shot from Leah Martin, the center back, from distance, and it was fumbled, but there wasn't anybody on the scene to be able to take advantage of that. Now Elmhurst comes back the other direction. Nice play there by Stephanie Mitchell. There's Mitchell again. Another defensive play. She's been strong tonight on defense. Elmhurst, as I mentioned, although they did have a lot of shots, it looked like they had a lot of opportunities based on the statistical data at the half, but really Carthage did a pretty nice job of bottling them up. All their shots were from very long distances, save for just a couple. Katie Tallons trying to go forward there. That ball goes out of bounds. Katie definitely jumps over it, so she's not guilty of knocking it out herself. That goes forward. Nice ball there in the box. Cross. Ooh, not quite. Peyton Olinsky, though, got in the good position there in the corner and was able to get that ball central. Kendall Henley was nearby, but the keeper was able to get it and keep it. Maya Sanchez-Flores with a nice play to get that ball back in midfield. She tries to go forward on the left. Henley was not making that run, though, so it'll end up going all the way downfield. Here comes Elmhurst now back the other direction. Across midfield. Into that corner down there. Nice play there. And it goes all the way across. I think that was Coughlin. I think she's playing on that right-hand side. And she was the one to get that shot off, although again from a pretty good distance. that ball comes upfield. It's bouncing around there. Kendall Henley had a beat on it, but it ended up getting beyond her. Kicked out now to the Elmhurst defense. Now they're in midfield. Conlon goes upfield to Freischlag. They go upfield again to Coughlin. Coughlin in the corner. Goes out of bounds to Carthage. Looks like maybe one of the Carthage players is down with an injury. Maybe a pulled muscle or cramp, possibly. Maybe it was just an equipment malfunction, I think, in the end. Maybe just tying her shoe. A little hard to tell. It's a long ways from here, way out in that far corner. About as far away from our broadcast position as you can get. And still be on the field, so not sure exactly. I think it was just a shoe. Elmhurst now with the ball in the center. Try to go wide to the right. I think maybe Coughlin's getting a break. I think that's Imperatrice. Imperatrica. Who's playing over on that right-hand side. I think it's a 28 rather than a 23. I think that's Imperatrica. Had that last shot, and there's a foul there, and Carthage will come away with that free kick. Katie Towns plays it back to Oldani. Two seniors connecting. Faith Roberts goes all the way back to Serenas and over to Liam Martin. Martin plays it upfield. Olinsky going after that ball. It's knocked out of bounds, but that'll be a Carthage throw. So they're working their way down the pitch here. Lisa Traxel over on the left-hand side. She'll throw it in. Finds Olinsky. Sanchez Flores plays it back. Tries to go centrally to Olinsky, but it's knocked out of there by Elmhurst. They try to go upfield, but Stephanie Mitchell ushers that ball out of bounds, and she'll have a throw in just inside the Carthage end. Serenas now plays it all the way back to Martin. Coming up on 30 minutes to play here in this one. Still no score from Kenosha. 0-0 is our score. Now Elmhurst has it on the edge of the box. Central, it's crossed and knocked out of there effectively by Sanchez Flores. She's on the ball again now. Good hustle, but it comes back. And there's a foul there, so that'll be a free kick just on the edge of the box. That's in a dangerous position, certainly. Just about 2 yards away from being a penalty. Maybe 1 yard outside the box, so they're only about less than 20 yards or maybe 20 yards at the most away from the goal here. This is probably the best opportunity that either team has had so far in the game. Just under the 30-minute mark here to play. And there's a shot. And Stallworth with a big save. Great effort there from her. That was Kelly Coughlin with that free kick, and it was ticketed for that left side of the goal, I should say. But Ainsley Stallworth with a really nice save to keep this one, to keep Carthage in the game. Take the corner resulting now, and that ball goes over the net. So Carthage gets away with that one, but a good opportunity there for Elmhurst. Kelly Coughlin with that free kick from about 20 yards out. Demanded a strong save from Ainsley Stallworth, so well done, Ainsley. She's got the has some numbers here now. Oldani has it. She cuts it back. Nice play, trying to get around that defender. Plays it out to her right back, but not able to keep that ball in bounds. So that'll be an Elmhurst throw here. Katie Talons gets there and intercepts it. Rubio plays it out to Kendall Freischlag. Plays it far side for Celeste Chapa. And now Kelly Coughlin. Chapa and Coughlin battling there with the Carthage player. Comes in field now. Tried to turn it. That was Camila Rubio. Now Carthage, Kendall Henley has it at midfield. She tries to go further into the Elmhurst end. It's getting a little bit kind of foggy out here. There's a little bit of a haze now over the field. I think it's just some of the moisture in the air. Elmhurst trying to find a way through here. Number 6, Olivia Trevidi. At the base of their midfield. Here's a couple of substitutions. It looks like Kendall Henley will go off for Carthage. And Emma Oldani goes off as well. Let's see who comes in for those two. There you see the Elmhurst substitution. Natalie Workman out, Phoebe Almora coming in. Carthage, there's Maggie Thome as one of the substitutes for Henley. And Olivia Rivera. So same substitution pattern as the first half, I think. Rivera and Thome coming in. Rivera in midfield. And Thome up front. So there's Impiatriki. That ball goes over the end line and will be... Oh, I'm sorry, went over the sideline, my bad. So that'll be a throw to Elmhurst. Celeste Chapa, who's got it there. Tries to go into the box, but it's intercepted by Carthage and cleared. Back in now. Chapa gets it back. Now across. There's Coughlin. Coughlin goes across, but it does go over the end line. So 25 minutes to play here. We're almost halfway through this second half. Still no score on the night. Carthage with 9 shots, 4 on goal. Elmhurst with 18 shots, 10 on goal, but none of those have been able to get past the keepers. As I mentioned, most of those have been from pretty long distance. One amazing save by Ainsley Stallworth most recently here. That was probably the best opportunity that either side has had. But Stallworth was equal to the task. Trevidi now. Upfield. That's Freischlag. She tries to cross it, and I believe that'll be a corner kick. Indeed it will. I think officially this is the 5th corner kick. For Elmhurst. Got 2 players over there lining it up. Looks like one of them will back off and they'll take a traditional corner. There it is into the deflected goalwards, but it was out of bounds over the net. And that'll be a Carthage throw. So 23 minutes, Carthage needs to get a goal here, needs to get on the board somehow. They've got 23 minutes to do it. Goals have been very difficult to come by for Carthage so far this whole season. They've only scored 2 goals in their last 5 games. But it'd be sure nice to get one here. They need one now more than ever. That'll be a free kick over there on the far side to Elmhurst. Elmhurst looks the more likely right now. They're getting more possession in the Carthage zone. They bring it down. Freischlag. But out of bounds. Good defensive play there by Sanchez Flores for Carthage. Looks like we will have a substitution. Not sure what that stoppage was. Referee seems to be writing down something in his book, but I didn't see him brandish a card, so I'm not sure exactly what the call was there. Must have been a foul, though, at some point. Elmhurst now has it in the center circle. Moving it upfield. Hattie Serenas, though, turns it back towards midfield. Carthage now has possession of it. Katie Talon's looking for a way through. Tries to go up and over a little bit. That ball is out of bounds, so Carthage will have a throw in here. And it looks like they'll make another substitution. Bea Sanchez Flores, is going off. Sarah Fitzgibbon is coming on. Fitzgibbon, as I mentioned, is one of the other seniors here tonight. She's from Lombard, Illinois, Willowbrook High School. Sarah. Carthage with a shot from distance. Stephanie Mitchell tries to get something into the danger zone, but goes out of bounds. Sarah Fitzgibbon is a major in geoscience with a minor in Spanish. So it'll be interesting to see what she does with that geoscience degree. That's a real cool program and lots of interesting possibilities for those graduates. Academically, this women's soccer team, I know, is one of the strongest teams on campus. They always perform very well in the classroom, so that's probably more important than what happens on the pitch is their education that they're getting here at Carthage. So nice to see these young women graduating. Although we'll miss them certainly in the soccer program, great to see them moving on with their lives. A little bit of a mistake there at the back, but good hustle there, although Olivia Rivera, ends up with a foul, so that'll be a free kick for Elmhurst. They've got that about 35 yards or so outside of the goal, so awfully long distance for any kind of a shot. Camila Rubio, a junior from Guatemala, is going to line this free kick up. Elmhurst getting a lot of players into the box, and she does go for goal from that distance, but it goes a couple of feet over the net there. And we'll get another substitution for Elmhurst. In that center forward position, Pietrique goes out, and Workman comes back in. So Natalie Workman now back up front for Elmhurst. Peyton Linsky trying to to get on that ball. She does. Maggie Thome maybe has a little bit of a run here. She's got an opportunity. And
Firebird goal scored by number 3, Maggie Thome.
so an excellent goal from Maggie Thome there. She got a couple of steps on that defender, and she was alone with the goalkeeper and rifled a shot into the left side of that net. So Carthage up 1-0, which is 18 minutes to play here tonight. So Carthage might be able to keep that season alive. They're certainly giving it their best shot, so that's really nice to see. I'm sure Coach Wilson will be real happy to see that. Carthage just needed that one opportunity, and they got that goal. So Maggie Thome with the goal. Excellent for her. Maggie, that's her first goal of the season, in fact. She had 1 assist so far this year, so she has 1 goal, 1 assist. She has 11 shots on goal, so she's had quite a few opportunities, but this was the first one to go in. So Maggie's a junior from Rochester, Minnesota. Nice to see her get on the scoreboard. She's had a real good season, and nice to see it pay off with a goal. Carthage would really like to hold on to this lead if they can. There's a shot from distance. Ooh, and Ainsley Stallworth somehow is able to get that ball over the crossbar. That was very, very close. I think that was Kelly Coughlin with that shot. Left-footed again, and Stallworth was just able to get enough contact on it to just guide it onto the roof of the net. That one looked like it was going to be very dangerous. I think it was underneath the crossbar and very well could have gone in had Stallworth not been there and made that save. So Carthage needs to be careful here. Oftentimes those goals are scored right in the wake of scoring your own goal. Comes all the way across. And a shot, nice block there. I think that was Faith Roberts who got out and blocked that one. Kendall Freischlag was the one who was right there, ready to take that shot. She took it, but Faith Roberts was there. This ball's out of bounds, so that'll be a corner for Elmhurst. They're trying to get another goal, or trying to get a goal to get back in this one. Try to check up on that other North Park Carroll game to see how that one's going. And Carroll is still ahead in that one. So that again is good for Carthage. They want to see Carroll beat North Park so they can pass North Park in the standings in the CCIW. North Park is on 5 points, Carthage is on 4, so if these results hold up, Carthage would end up on 7 points, tied with Illinois Wesleyan for 6th in the conference. So again, not sure what the tiebreaker will be. But Wesleyan is done for the season. They're not playing tonight. They're finished. So if Carthage can get that win, they'll be tied for 6th and have at least a possibility of getting into that postseason tournament. Not sure if it'd be head-to-head. I mean, the two teams played, Wesleyan and Carthage played earlier in the season. It was a draw 1-1. Overall, Carthage would be 3-7-6 if they win this game. But I'm not sure exactly what the tiebreaker will be. We'll have to see. But all Carthage can do is try to win this one and then see what happens. Katie Towns with a nice play there. Carthage men's team is at halftime with Elmhurst. There's no scorer there in Elmhurst. Stephanie Mitchell now. Elmhurst coming back the other direction. Peyton Olinsky now trying to get on that. Or I'm sorry, that was Maggie Thome, the goal scorer. A little bit of a collision there in midfield. It looks like the referee's going to pull out a yellow card on that one. He does. So a yellow card on number 4, Sarah Fitzgibbon. First one, I think, of the night, if I'm not mistaken. I guess Elmhurst has 1, 2, so that's evens it up with 1 yellow card each. And we're under 15 minutes here. Carthage with a 1-0 lead. On the goal by Maggie Thome. Now Elmhurst with a shot. Oh, just over the net. An opportunity there for Elmhurst, but Carthage was able to just get enough on it to get it over the net there. That was Phoebe Almora, I believe, who had that shot. Almora now is going off the pitch, being substituted in. And 28, Impiatrice comes in. Peyton Olinsky with a nice move to get around the defender there. Nice ball through. Fitzgibbon crosses it. Or no, it's Thome that crossed it, sorry. This is Katie Talons now. She tries to cut it back, but it is knocked out of bounds. So that'll be a Carthage throw. So another break from Carthage. They just couldn't quite put it together in terms of the little rush that they had going there. Comes all the way across. Fitzgibbon plays it back. And now it goes in. It's up high. It bounces there. And there was offside. So offside on Carthage there, so that'll come out about 9 yards outside of the goal, and that'll be a free kick for Elmhurst. Keeper Megan Cleve takes that. It's right up the center of the pitch, but Carthage ends up with it. Olivia Rivera now has it in midfield. Stephanie Mitchell goes back to Addie Serenas, who goes across to Leah Martin. Nice turn there by Rivera. She's got some room to roam. She tries to play it forward there, but it doesn't quite make it through. She was trying to find Peyton Olinsky. Katie Talons now with another turn. Can't quite get a hold of that ball as it sneaks out of bounds. Nice play there by Maggie Thome. Now Elmhurst comes up the other direction. Natalie Workman tries to go centrally. It's blocked though. Impiatrice though takes a shot and a nice block. Handball there, a little handball. Not sure why it was little, just a handball. 10 minutes to play, just 10 minutes if Carthage can hold on to this lead. Ooh, there's a foul. Foul on Angie Lopez, the freshman from Palatine. Referee trying to determine where this free kick is going to be taken. He's happy with that spot. So Stephanie Mitchell steps up here. Carthage in no great hurry to take this shot, but they will line up a number of players. There's the ball into the center, but it does go all the way across. So a missed opportunity there for Carthage. Another substitution for Elmhurst. Coach Wilson not making a lot of substitutions here right now. He's pretty happy with the team on the field, apparently. Just made those 2 substitutions, I think, so far in this half. Comes through the middle. Played out of bounds by Elmhurst, though, and so Carthage will have a throw on the far side. Lisa Traxel will take that. Sarah Fitzgibbon now in midfield. She loses it there. Elmhurst picks it up and starts moving into the Carthage zone. Lisa Traxel's there, though, to knock it out of bounds, so that'll be another throw in for Elmhurst. Getting down to it here, just 8 minutes to go. Shot from distance, over the goal. That was Kelly Coughlin. And here's another substitution for Coach Wilson. Sarah Fitzgibbon going off, and I think that's Emma Oldani coming back on, if I'm not mistaken. Ball right at the center of the field. Peyton Olinsky loses it there. Now Elmhurst comes back with it. Comes out to the right-hand side where Coughlin picks it up there, just about 30 yards out. She plays it infield. Nicely done. Carthage with some good defense there, though. I think that was Faith Roberts. Peyton Olinsky now. She's got a little space. She pushes it forward, but it is picked up there. Good defensive play by Angie Lopez, who brings it back the other direction. She tries to find somebody on that right-hand side, but it does end up going to the Carthage defense, who is able to clear it again to midfield now, but it's coming back. Number 10, Camila Rubio. But it's picked up by Carthage. Faith Roberts has really made a lot of nice defensive plays there, kind of at the base of midfield. Elmhurst trying to fashion one more opportunity here in this game, trying to get that shot on goal, trying to find a way to get a point here tonight and end the season on a positive note. But Ainsley Stallworth wraps that one up. She'll take her time here, I'm sure. Ready to kick that ball downfield, and she decides to go long. Seems like the prudent play at this point in the game. Nice play there by Phoebe Almora to turn it back the other direction. Lisa Traxel just knocks it out of bounds on the far side. Another substitution here for Elmhurst. Shot from distance, and a goal! Late goal for Elmhurst.
Elmhurst goal scored by number 23, Kelly Coughlin.
Just as I was saying, Carthage had just a few more minutes to hold on. Kelly Coughlin with about 6 minutes left to go scores a goal from distance. It was a really nice shot. She has been dangerous all night long. She's got that great left foot. She's been threatening all evening and finally was able to get one past Ainsley Stallworth. That's Kelly's 10th goal of the season, so congratulations to her. But Carthage now in a 1-1 tie with Elmhurst here. Just a few minutes to play. We're right at the 5-minute mark now. Carthage trying desperately to get that win. As I mentioned, they need a win if they want to stay alive here tonight. Elmhurst plays it across. Elmhurst has a little bit less to play for, I think, tonight. They're not able to get into the conference tournament even with a victory here tonight, and a draw is really not going to help anybody. Carthage is going to end up on 5 points and a little bit short of where they wanted to be. That would probably, I think, put Wesleyan into that 6th slot in the CCIW tournament. Carthage with an opportunity here, though, but a sliding save. Megan Cleave. Carthage trying to find some way through here in these last 5 minutes. Elmhurst with that late goal, kind of a heartbreaker for Carthage. There's a handball, unfortunately. Now both teams kind of picking up the pace a little bit, both trying to get a snatching a victory here. Elmhurst now moves it in field. Camila Rubio now from distance. She takes a shot from long. Stallworth is no trouble scooping that one up, though, and 3.5 minutes to go. She's going to play it long downfield on this one. She does. It ends up hitting Olinsky. Played through there. There's Kendall Hennelly. There was a foul there on the play, so Carthage will get a free kick here. This is something they hopefully could use to their advantage. I would think they'll try to pile a lot of players into that goal mouth area and try to get something in there and try to get it to bounce their way. This is a good opportunity for Carthage. They've got a free kick. They're about 45 yards outside of the goal. Going to kind of drop it into that zone, but they do decide to take that shot from distance. It's a long distance, 45 yards. Tough to get anything going from that kind of distance, so I'm surprised they didn't maybe go for a pass there rather than a shot, but you never know. Worth a chance. Elmhurst now with their opportunity coming back the other direction. That's Freischlag who has it over on that right-hand side. Knocked out of bounds by Lisa Traxel. 2 minutes to play, just 2 minutes left. The throw in. Get through there and a shot. And a save. So one last opportunity. Well, maybe not a last opportunity, but one more opportunity for Elmhurst. I believe that was Impiatrique. There's a push there on Stephanie Mitchell, so that'll be a free kick for Elmhurst. They'll be about 40 yards out here. We'll see what they'll do with this one. Minute 20 to play here, counting down, a minute 15. Free kick. Elmhurst gets it into the box. Ainsley Stallworth backs up, parries it out, picks it up, and marches out towards the 18-yard box. 1 minute now to play.
1 minute remaining in the match.
Here we go, another opportunity possibly. Peyton Olinsky. That was deflected, so a corner kick here if they can get into position in time. Just 45 seconds to go. They should have time to get this off. Carthage hustling down. They need a ball in the corner there. They've got it. 35 seconds to go, 30 seconds. Gonna try to get this corner kick in here. Carthage basically throwing everybody into the box. Ainsley Stallworth even coming up from the goal. They really need a goal here. Traxel puts it in. It's into the middle. shot from outside. Sarah Fitzgibbon. Oh, she drills it over the goal. So Carthage putting all of their efforts into that last effort.
7, 6, 5.
And we're counting down
3, 2,
to the end of the game. So a little bit of a disappointing one here for Carthage. They get the draw on the night, the late goal from Elmhurst, and the final score
That concludes
here.
tonight's match. Final score: the Elmhurst Blue Jays 1, your Carthage Firebirds 1.
So 1-1 the final score.
Fans, thank you for attending tonight's match and for your support of Carthage Athletics all season long. Please drive home safely, and as always, go Birds!
And that'll put Elmhurst on the season for 0-6-2 in the conference, 6-8-4 overall. And the Carthage Firebirds end the season 0-3-5 in the conference, 2-7-7 on the season. So it's been a great season here for the Carthage Firebirds. This will be the last game for them. Again, congratulations to those seniors who we're seeing on the field for the last time. Sarah Fitzgibbon, Emma Oldani, Katie Talons, Yana Paputzis, Veronica Walker. Congratulations to them on great Carthage careers. And congratulations to the women's team and Coach Wilson on a well-played season. So for all of us here at Carthage Women's Soccer, thank you so much for joining us throughout the season. I'm John Bruning. I've really enjoyed bringing these games to you. And for John Voinovich, our producer, and all of our students who work so hard here every single night, there you see their names, our director, our graphics and replay, as well as our camera. Those students working hard here every night. This has been Carthage Firebirds Women's Soccer from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Good night.